Graham, you were spot on. We done the Tactical Insight show, and you said that you felt that Unai Emery should start with a three at the back, and he did. He started with a three at the back, and then when it didn't quite work, he tweaked it at half-time. He got his tactics spot on today, right throughout the game. They were intense. Another thing you said you wanted to see him start with an intensity. They started with that intensity. And, what did you make of it? It was a really, really good performance. Top performance by Arsenal today.
Can I just get one thing out? The system straight away. To Tim Sherwood and the Tottenham loving media, North London is red. Get used to it.
Definitely.
We're a bigger club, bigger history, more trophies, and now we're above Spurs in the league. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Now, on the game itself, I think Emery learnt a lot about the players today, and we learnt a lot about Unai Emery. He's stamping his identity on this club and on this team. I wanted to go 3-4-3 today for the simple reason that I felt Tottenham press in that middle third, and I took a lot of criticism in the comments of my video saying that I didn't say we wanted to go long ball. I said I wanted to go out diagonally to the wing backs and go over the top of their press and take Sissoko. Sissoko's a very important player for them, and he had a poor game. He had a poor game today, and as you said, he might have got sent off for an incident on the touchline. He headbutted someone, I hear. So what we did really well is we did that in the first half. We started with the right intensity, right desire in a 3-4-3, and what we did really well, we went out diagonally to the wing backs, and Aubameyang was making some beautiful runs from in to out and dragging their defenders out. And we started at such a frenetic pace. This North London derby is probably the best North London derby I can remember for years. It had everything. Brilliant. Incident, drama, goals, everything you could wish for in a North London derby. And what we did in that first 25 minutes, we did really well. And then Pochettino obviously brought back Jan van Tongeren today instead of Alderweireld, which I thought was a mistake. And to be honest with you, Van Tongeren struggled in the match today. He didn't look sharp, didn't look fit, and he gave away the penalty for the handball, which Aubameyang tucked away nicely. For the next 15 minutes, for the first 25 minutes, the game plan went really well, Robbie. We sort of attacked him in wide areas. We had such good shape out of possession with Terrera and Xhaka boss in the midfield. We were playing over their press, getting our wide forwards in good positions, and we had great chances to go further ahead. Well, we really should have done better in a cutback. Kelechi won't like me for saying that, but he had a great opportunity, and his shot was one for the cameras. Really, he just put it on target. He should have buried that. Bellerin had a great chance, right? So we were on top then, and then what happened was Spurs are very good at getting turnovers and also scoring from free kicks and ultimately from penalties. And we gave away a stupid free kick in a wide area. Christian Eriksen has got an absolutely unbelievable delivery from those wide areas. Dyer got across our back foot and got a flick on it, and I have to say I thought Leno should have saved it, but it went in. But what that then led to was the melee on the touchline between, it looked like Lichtsteiner pushed one of their players, Dyer was in mouthing our fans in the corner, and Sissoko certainly looked like he headbutted someone from where I was. So, and that was all going off big time. But what that did to the team, then we lost concentration. We lost concentration for 2 minutes, and then they went back down the other end. And then the real key incident of the game for me was when Song goes through and Holding, who doesn't have to make a challenge, I have to say, decides to go to the ground. Now, from where I was looking, it looked like he might have touched him. But the contact was minimal, Robbie, from where I was looking.
I didn't think it was a penalty, man.
But I think no. Look,
I don't know if it was a dive.
No, I think.
But
there was very small contact, in my opinion, from where it looked like contact. But what I have to say that I still don't think it was a penalty for the simple reason that Song was not in control of that action. When that ball came into the box, he lost control of the ball. It was running away. So I don't think it was a penalty. Mike Dean had a decision to make there.
He weren't even up with play either.
He wasn't in control of that situation, Song. So it wasn't so much about the contact. There was minimal contact. Was there enough for him to go down? That's a separate argument. But was Song actually in control of that ball? And it looked to me he wasn't. He had run away from him. So that was a harsh decision, I thought. Now, we went in 2-1 down at half-time. Now, Emery, to his credit, the 3-4-3 had been working well for half an hour, but Tottenham now are in the ascendancy. So what does he do? Now, as other people have said on there today, I don't think Wenger would have made changes at half-time. He went 3-5-2 second half. He brought on Lacazette to go up top in a 2 with Aubameyang. He brought on Ramsey, took off Iwobi, and he took off Mkhitaryan. And he played Ramsey in the hole behind Aubameyang and Lacazette. And Ramsey was making these brilliant runs that they didn't pick him up at all. And he was stretching their defence. They just couldn't handle him, basically. His running off the ball was superb. When he plays in that position as a third-man runner in a 3-man midfield, that is his strength. I've said to you early in the season, Ozil and Ramsey can't play on the same side. So And the problem is, and this is not of Emery's making, we've invested 350 grand a week in Mesut Ozil. So Ozil is the future of the club in terms of we've invested in him, haven't we? So, but Ramsey, and obviously, you saw today what he was all about. And not only was he pulling their defence all over the place, the equaliser came from a Bellerin long ball, which Ramsey was off balance and got the assist and got it into Aubameyang. And Aubameyang then, exquisite first touch and buried it. Absolutely, I mean, we went mad when that went in, out of the seats. And then obviously Lacazette came on, and it really was karma because Dyer, who put in one absolutely awful tackle on Torreira in the first half. Tottenham will never win the league with Eric Dyer as their holding midfielder. It's an absolute disgrace that Tim Sherwood thinks that Dyer is a better player than Torreira.
Well,
absolute disgrace.
He don't know a lot about football, does he?
Because that Lacazette shot deflected off Dyer and went wide of Lloris. And then what you saw for our fifth goal was Torreira spun in behind Dyer. Dyer, who's meant to be an England holding midfielder, let him run beyond him, and he finished exquisitely in the corner for our fifth goal. This was a great performance by the team. We learnt a lot about the players. They dug deep to come back from a 2-1 down. It was a frenetic pace. They lost their heads slightly towards the end of the first half, but they retrieved it, aided by the manager. The manager was proactive for the game. He was on the touchline, telling them when to play it short, when to go long. He was instructing the players what to do. It was great to see, and he made the right changes. He went with the right formation. Pochettino had no answers to it, and ultimately that won us the game. I think we learnt a lot today. Emery learnt a lot about the players as well. This is how far he's come, right? Remember the first two games? The first two games, Man City and Chelsea. He was still bedding in his players and bedding in his tactics. We've gone on this now 19-game unbeaten run. Liverpool included in that, a fantastic performance. Tottenham today was the real test. And I think we come through it with flying colours. If we go to Manchester United and turn them over, I think we're in a really good place. And he's sort of like making his mark, his identity on the club already. And I have to say, I enjoyed today. The fans were absolutely brilliant today. And I think in the end we deserve the result, Robbie.